Madam Speaker, I rise to ask question 80 of 2015 under my name in today's order paper, 12 May 2015. The question is directed to the Honourable Minister for Youth and Sport. The question is, the Coca-Cola Games has produced a few rising stars in the making. What are the future plans in place for these rising athletes? Thank you.
Thank you. The Honourable Minister for Youth and Sports.
Madam Speaker, I must thank Honourable Enrique for that question. Yes, Coca-Cola Games has make up rising stars in school children, and also future plans that each sporting organization has for the development and the strategic plan for these rising athletes. Madam Speaker, in terms of total athletic participation, the Coca-Cola Games is easily the region's biggest sporting event and the world's biggest school athletics meet. In combination of policies, development plans and strategies are in place in support the product of the Coca-Cola Games. Madam Speaker, this is where athletes and coaches not only showcase the opportunity of the talents, it also provides a gauge on the success of development plans that has been produced during the early years of primary schools athletes. Madam Speaker, while the Coke Games have provided a platform to showcase and identify secondary school talents, the process of development by athletes Fiji starts at early years of when the children is at primary school, in the under-9 primary school athletes. To warrant greater accountability, Madam Speaker, the Sports Commission, while administering grants to sports organizations such as athletics, encourages that all our national sporting organizations have a place, strategic plan and development plan for this individual on the individual sports. I was fortunate this year to be at the presentation of Athletics Fiji when they present their strategic plan for 2014 to 2019, which illustrate and place guidelines and direct pathways for the development of young athletes. Madam Speaker, one of the key components of this strategic plan by the Athletic Fiji is focus on development and linking the allied players pipeline to includes coach development through certification and providing a strong domestic competition to test development work. Madam Speaker, these allied athletes are prepared for international competition, such as World Youth Games, Olympic Youth Games, the Commonwealth Youth Games, which will be conducted in Apia this year, and other games that the prospect athletes go through so that they can develop, they can attain the development plan by the sporting organization. So, Madam Speaker, plans are in place to establish a National Sports Academy. This is to ensure that all talented athletes are given the opportunity to receive the best and the most significant training programs available. Madam Speaker, this will further ensure pathway in sports and representative of Fiji. Madam Speaker, National Sports Academy will retain our athletes in country and focus on hosting more international meets, and that brings the Pacific to Fiji. This way, Madam Speaker, more and more athletes will have the motivation to continue and to aim to make the Fiji team. So, Madam Speaker, this is only realized when budding athletes follow their sporting organization's strategic plan and development plan. Thank you, Madam.
Thank you. Supplementary question, the Honourable Netani Rika.
Madam Speaker, can the Minister for Youth and Sports inform the House what percentage of secondary school athletes that take part annually in the Coca-Cola Games remain in the sports of athletics after they exit from the school system?
Thank you. The Honourable Minister for Youth and Sports.
Madam Speaker, I must thank for the supplementary question. Yes, after school, the ability of the sports of athletics to retain athletes is a challenge. A good example is that of the 240,000 students that take part in the primary and the secondary school zone, only 0.01 remains with the sports when they leave school. So the Ministry, together with the Sports Commission, encourage strategic plans for each sporting bodies so that they can carry on with the talents that is identified during the Coca-Cola Games. So Athletics Fiji has recognized the need to retain its athletes and has put in place a strategic plan which I have already mentioned for 2014 to 2019 to address retention of sporting athletes. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you. I now give the floor to the Honourable Joseph Andulaki Virata.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Supplementary question. I thank the Honourable Minister for his response, and the organisers of the Coca-Cola Games. I would like to ask the Honourable Minister if he has any influence on the organisers of the game to change their sponsor from Coca-Cola to something more palatable to the kids. Maybe Rewa Dairy, which has an enormous government subsidy. Thank you.
Non-communicable disease.
Thank you. Honourable Minister for Youth and Sports.
I must thank the honourable members for that supplementary question. Coca-Cola has offered another 4 years sponsorship this year. Maybe after that we will consider renewal. And they have a lot of resources to sustain the development of athletics.
Thank you. The Honourable Prem Singh.
Supplementary question, Madam Speaker. I thank the Minister for giving us a brief overview of the Coca-Cola Games and its success. As you will note, that the Coca-Cola Games this year, most of the rising stars were from the West. And is the government planning to build an academy for the Western and the Northern people?
Thank you, Honourable Minister for Youth and Sports.
I must thank the honourable Minister, honourable member for that supplementary question. Very soon. Yes, the government has that in place, a plan for a sporting academy, one in the West and one now in Sub. But for Northern, we'll think of that. That is in the strategic plan.
Thank you. I thank you, honourable members.